Hi, I'm Aaron Toppin, President and CEO of Hit Your Mark Productions, here in the studios at Frame One Media with Tia Marche Johnson of Ego Trip Media. How are you doing today?
I am wonderful. How are you doing today?
I'm good. So we're here to talk about the festival that's coming up this September, right?
Absolutely.
So this is the Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival, right? It's a yearly thing that you guys kind of do.
It's going to be an exciting film festival because I think we're doing a lot of new things that are on theme with the whole Afrofuturism and the 2.0. And I think some of the different elements that we're adding in, like the podcast and the pitch competition, are really going to take the festival to the next level.
Let's talk about that a little bit. So what is the podcast competition?
I'm so excited. So that's my baby. I'm very excited about it. So what we're doing is we're talking about Afrofuturism. So we're talking about how we're taking technology and using it a different way. I think that traditionally people expect podcasts to just be audio, but podcasts now are really a complete digital transformation as far as video is concerned. So although you can listen to your podcast via audio, we're looking for people to submit their podcasts to us in a video format, and it'll be just another added level to the film festival that we haven't had before.
So when we look at this podcast, can anybody kind of submit? Like, is it wide open? Like, how does this submission process work for you guys?
It is wide open with the exception of people who are basically paid podcasters.
Okay.
So you can't be Joe Rogan and enter, because I think you don't really need to enter the competition if you're Joe Rogan. I think you're good. So we're looking for people who don't have a contract with a major podcast provider, people who are basically shooting their podcast because they're just passionate about it. So it's open to anybody as long as you are not a paid podcaster. So even if you have a sponsor maybe on your podcast, that's fine also. You just can't be already contracted with someone.
Gotcha. And is there a certain type of podcast you're looking for, a certain genre, or like how do I narrow down my podcast submission?
We want it all. We want it all. We want the political, we want the relationship, we want the lifestyle, we want anything and everything.
There's a lot of films. We actually heard from the executive director that said there's like 70 films. Is there anything someone can do to really jump and endorse that kind of part of the festival this year?
Oh yes. I think a lot of times we think of film festivals as these big mega things that you just go and see a film. So we have created an adoptive film program so that people, companies, organizations, friend groups, if they want to get together and say, hey, we are passionate about this particular film, they can come in and they can actually adopt a film. And that looks different in a variety of ways. And they'll be able to basically register to adopt a film on the website to learn how they can basically really engage and partner with the Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival in a different way.
So it sounds like anyone can participate in this adoptive film. Is there like a certain group or a segment, or how do I sign up? If I wanted to adopt a film, what does that look like for me or my company when we want to kind of come into that?
So basically you'll get a list of what the films are, and you'll get a brief description of what they are. And if they match your vision or mission, all you'll have to do is go onto the website, gcuff.org, and you can register. There are different levels. So if you want to basically sponsor the movie and buy the theater out and have your organization, hey, this is our movie night, we want this movie, you can do that. If you want to just have to buy a small bank of tickets to the movie, you can go ahead and do that and be a supporter. Or if you just are organization, maybe you're mission driven, maybe Harvest for Hunger or some type of community organization, you say, hey, we really support the vision and the mission of the film, you can also do that. There's fees tied to it, but they're nominal, and you also get a little payback at the end because you get to be part of the promotion of the film and your logo included and things of that nature.
Beautiful, beautiful. So there's a lot that you kind of talked about today. So if I want to get more information about this, where do I go to find that?
For more information, if you want to purchase your tickets, you're going to visit the Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival website, and that's gcuff.org. That's GCUFF.org.
Awesome. Thank you, Tia, so much for spending time with us today.
Thank you.
And again, if you want to learn more about this festival, please go to gcuff.org. That is GCUFF.org. Thank you.
And while you're there, be sure to check out our social media sites. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We look forward to connecting with you at this year's festival.